Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with more new cards. It's the OCG Times time again, which means a lot of new cards to take a look at. Only 2 videos this time around because there's not actually that many new cards to take a look at, but we've got new Magnet Warriors and we've got new Springans in this video. The next one is going to cover the new Topologic card and the new BES support. That's crazy. I can't believe they're making BES support. That's insane. Magnet Warriors support is honestly kind of in a similar category though. So let's see what we got going on here. We had a V-Jump promo that was a new Magnet Warriors card, and it seemed all right, but it didn't really have anything to do with the Magnet Warriors strategy, so it didn't really help the deck at all. At least not as it helping its main game plan. So let's take a look at what we've got this time around. We've got Magnetic Warrior, Telruzion the Magna Warrior. There we go. Level 8. Level 8. Look at that guy. Earth Rock Special Summon Effect Monster. 25, 25, 100. Cannot be normal summon or set, which means it does have the stats for... What is that? Regenesis. It does have the stat for Regenesis. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be summoned from your graveyard by banishing Magnet Warrior Epsilon Plus and 1 Magnet Warrior Epsilon Minus from your hand, face up, field, or graveyard. I think that's Epsilon, I'm pretty sure. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, or if it was an Earth monster at activation, you could take control of it instead. Interesting. That's an interesting effect. So it's a pop when your opponent activates a card or effect, and so it's a little bit like Ghost Ogre, except it doesn't have to pop the card that activated. It can pop any card or any monster, that is. And then if it was an Earth monster, you can take control of it instead. I wonder if they have a way to turn it into an Earth monster. That'd be kind of interesting. That's what their magnetism is like they're turning things into Earth monsters and then magnetizing them. I don't know. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you contribute this card special ability to 2 of your banished Magnet Warrior Epsilon monsters. Okay. Well, here we have Epsilon Plus. Let's see what's going on here. Magnet Warrior Epsilon Plus. It looks like a Magnet Warrior. Level 4 Earth with Rock Effect Monster. 1800, 1500. You'll use the third effect this card once per turn. All opponent's monsters must attack if able while you control an Earth monster. Okay, so that's magnetism as well. You choose the attack target for your opponent's attack while they control an Earth monster. Okay, so there's an additional magnetism for Earths. If this card is sent into the graveyard, you can target level 4 lower Magnet Warrior in your graveyard, except for Magnet Warrior Epsilon Plus, add it to your hand or special summon it. Which I guess would be any of the Magnet Warriors, and then also this guy, Magnet Warrior Epsilon Minus, which has the opposite stats. It's still an Earth Rock. You can use the first and second card once per turn. You can reveal this card in your hand and fusion them in a fusion monster from your extra deck using rock monsters from your hand or field, including this card in your hand. Okay. So it's a fusion substitute, or a polymerization substitute, I should say. Because fusion substitutes a card, you know. If this card is normal special, you can send a level 8 Magna Warrior monster from your deck to your graveyard. Does this guy come from the graveyard? From your graveyard, yeah, okay. Alright. Easy enough. And then once per turn, when an attack is declared between 2 Earth monsters, you can negate that attack. Cool. So, you have a way to change the opponent's monsters into Earths, right? You have a way to change them into Earths, right? Are we... Yeah? Okay, here. Conduction Knight Plasma Magnum. Level 7 Earth Rock Fusion Effect Monster, 2300, 2800. Requires 2 Earth Rock monsters. That's pretty easy to do in this deck. You can only use the second and third effects of this card once per turn. If this card is fusion summon, you can add a magnet, normal, quick play, or field spell from your deck to your hand. What does that entail? Let's just search the word magnet. Magnetic Field. You control a level 4 lower Earth Rock monster. Target a level 4 lower Magnet Warrior monster in your graveyard, special summon it. only do that once per turn. Once per turn, during the damage step, when the Earth Rock type monster you control battle an opponent's monster, if opponent's monster is not destroyed, you return that opponent's monster to the hand. That's kind of not awful. If you control a Magnet Warrior monster's level is 4 lower, summon a level 4 lower Magnet Warrior from your deck with a different name than the cards you control. For the rest of the turn after this card resolves, Magnet Warrior and Magnet Warrior monsters you control can destroy a battle or opponent's card effects. Magnet Induction is actually pretty strong. Of course, there's also Epsilon, which lets you send a Magnet Warrior from deck to graveyard. Magnetic Bonding. Actually, I think is one we're going to be looking at here in a second. Yeah, Magnet Bonding. All right. So what else is this doing? When this is fusion summon, it adds the Magnet card. Monsters on the field become Earth. There we go. Okay, we have a way to turn the opponent's monsters into Earth monsters to make our effects work. Good. Good. Like I wish it wasn't like this. So I have to, but like at least this is the guy we want to make to get the Magnet card, and he'll stay on the field decently well, I guess. You can send a level 8 Magnet Warrior monster from deck to graveyard. Immediately after effect resolves, normal summon a level 4 lower Magnet Warrior. Wow, that's really powerful. That's a Foolish Burial for the Magnet Warriors, which I think all of them can summon from the grave. And also an additional normal summon. Oh yeah, Magna Rocket. Yeah. Okay, let me just there we go. Oh, it's bringing in all the ones that mention Magna Warriors too. I just want to look at Valkyrion. That's from the hand, and Berserkion. I'm pretty sure Berserkion. Okay, let me just look up Berserkion. Berserkion from the hand. Oh no, no, it doesn't. It doesn't work from the graveyard. That's unfortunate. Okay, so the only one we want to send is this guy, who we also have another way to send. Okay, I guess. Whatever. Still, additional normal summon, and you get that going off too. Alright, let's see what Magnet Bonding is doing. Quick play spell. During the main phase, activate one of these effects. You can use this effect once per turn. Add a Conduction Warrior linear Magnum plus or minus, which is that one we were looking at the other day, the V-Jump promo, I'm pretty sure. Or one level 4 lower Magnet Warrior monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, so it's Rhoda for the archetype. Add a level 8 Magna Warrior. One of these effects. Okay. I wasn't sure. Like, is it one of these effects, or you get to do all of them? No, that's one. You get it, so you can search any of the lower level guys, or you can search any of the Magna Warrior guys. So just any of them, or you can fusion summon a rock fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling rock monsters from your hand, field, or graveyard, or banishment from into the deck. So this is the craziest card of all time. Okay, it is Rhoda for the lower level guys. It is Rhoda for the high level guys. It is a fusion for the fusion monsters. It will get you whatever you want. So that means you're making, like, you can make this guy, you can make this guy, you gotta make this guy to make all your earth effects work. You can make Imperium Magnum, and it doesn't matter if you summon the Valkyrion or the Berserkion to make this guy. It just needs to be somewhere around. Activates a spell trap or monster effect. Negate. Okay, Omni Negate. Destroy the card. Face up card leaves the field because of opposed card effect. Special summon Valkyrion and Berserkion. But does that say? Hold up. Ignoring their summoning conditions. Okay, so because it has the text ignoring their summoning conditions, you don't have to worry about the must first be special summoned by effect. Cool. So it's an Omni Negate that will float into essentially just two guys, like banish a level 4 target with a card. It has a pop on it, and then if it's popped, it can summon banished guys that you don't have banished because you made it this way. Huh. And how many times to activate? You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn, but the card itself has no once per turn. So you can activate this as many times. Like, you can activate this 3 times in a turn to do each of the 3 effects. That's interesting. And it's from hand, field, or grave. So these Foolish Burials are actually even more useful than I thought, because they can you don't just Foolish Burial this guy who can, you know, get you started on the Epsilon stuff, or do stuff with the Epsilons. I mean, instead you can use both of the banishes. I mean, I guess making the fusions a little harder than that, but like, you just use the effect of what is it this one? No, it's the, which one's the fusion? Oh, this one, Epsilon minus. So the Epsilon minus can fusion into this guy. This guy can Foolish Burial, and hopefully get you the Epsilon plus. Wait, Epsilon plus doesn't do that either. Which one's Foolish? There's like another Foolish Burial. It's this one again. Okay, Epsilon minus. So yeah, so Epsilon minus make Conduction Knight Plasma Magnum. Plasma Magnum searches you a magnet spell, which can be magnet bonding. It sends a Magna Warrior to normal summon a guy, hopefully another Magnet Warrior Epsilon minus, I guess. And then on summon, this sends a second Magna Warrior, and then you can magnet bonding fuse to make Imperion Magnum for an Omni Negate. I mean, the only problem is you have to have the guy in hand. Fusion summon, including this card in your hand. So yeah, this guy will be used up in the fusion, and you need to like draw into the other fusion materials you need to make the fusion, or search them with the magnet bonding. Yeah, that's what magnet bonding. Yeah. And then yeah, on summon it does the Foolish Burial, but you'll need to have a way to do that. Magna Warrior Epsilon Plus could summon it from the graveyard if it's into the graveyard. Oh, so if this is your other material, then it'll summon it right then and there, I think. I think that chain will work out right. Okay. All right. Yeah, because it will be there as it hits the graveyard. So will the other card. So it should be fine. So if you use Epsilon plus Epsilon minus as the fusion material for Conduction Knight Plasma Magnum, then it is a 2-card combo. But magnet bonding does get you either piece of it at least. And then if you don't get into the... but this guy doesn't work if you don't have the Epsilon plus and minus either. That's tricky. That's tricky. I would like to weave this guy. Yeah, this is interesting stuff for sure. And then you have like the other Magnet Warriors that you can put in here. I don't remember if any of them are like Epsilon lets you send a Magnet Warrior from deck to grave. So if you have Epsilon and you're able to like get the like you get the a fusion done with Epsilon plus, That's funny. That's another epsilon actually. Epsilon plus. Maybe it's not epsilon. I don't actually. Hold up. Let's do a little making sure here. That's sigma. Oh, it's a sigma grind set. Okay. Silly me. Sorry. All right. So sigma. Oh, come on. Don't make them sigma. I don't want to be saying. I don't want to be saying they're sigma gaming. Okay, so epsilon. So you sigma fusion for the. You still have to draw into sigma, but at least you have a way to search sigma, right? Sigma minus to fusion. But you still have in epsilon. You can use the extra normal summon to summon this. Send the plus, and then that'll summon back the minus, and then the minus can get the. So epsilon helps you make this 2-card combo more consistent by adding more pieces to it that'll solve the 2-card combo. Oh, and then it'll let you summon one too. That's pretty powerful. Delta. Oh, Delta also lets you Foolish Burial. Oh, and then it just lets you special summon Valkyrion for free. What the fuck? Wow, okay. It just lets you summon Valkyrion for free. As long as you banish 3 level 4 lower Magnet Warriors, but like... That's only when it's sent to the graveyard. That's interesting. Magnetic Mosquito. Huh. Okay. Gamma Electromagnet Warrior. This card is normal special summon. You can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior from your hand. I feel like that's not actually very useful. Tribute summon this card. Tribute this card, special summon that part's good. The tribute it to special summon another one from your hand, or from your deck, rather. That's good. Oh, only during the opponent's turn. Fuck. This card is normal special summon. You can add a level 4 lower Magnet Warrior from your deck to your hand. Okay, adding's not bad either, because we get an additional normal summon with the fusion monster. I can only use this once per turn. During the opponent's turn, tribute summon this. Okay, yeah. Synchro Magnet. Alpha, there we go. Normal special summon, you can add a level 8 Magnet Warrior from your deck to your hand. I feel like this is the one I don't want to use. So I don't want to, maybe we'll play one of it just to, like, be material we can use to make a Berserkion, I guess. But Berserkion isn't that specific. Alpha, beta, gamma. No, it is. It is very specific, actually. You cannot use delta or epsilon. Oh, those are just magnet warriors anyways. They're not electromagnet warriors. Okay, so epsilon, delta, and gamma look to be pretty good. And then alpha, or no, beta also helps pretty well. Wait, no, not gamma. Gamma special summon only works during the opponent's turn. Right. And the special summon from the hand doesn't really matter for us. I mean, it's like fine, but like, yeah. Beta is the one that actually like will help us because it can search the the Sigma Magnet Warrior, Sigma minus, and then that could do the fusion summon, and then we get an additional normal summon, or we also have like all sorts of things that will really help us here. So there's a decent that seems to me though to be like a significant enough series of cards that will do what we need to do to not worry as much about it being a 2-card combo, right? But also it seems fragile. Like you're kind of doing the one thing, and if the one thing gets negated, you're kind of screwed. So I don't know. I'll have to see what people cook with this. I think there's a lot of these are good ingredients to cook with, I'll say. I think they look pretty decent. I'm interested to see what people do with them. All right, new Springans. Springans, another deck that feels really close. Just needs a little bit of push. And let's see what these cards do. Tri-Brigade Springans Kit. Oh, it's a Tri-Brigade and a Springans. Okay, cool. Level 4 Light Beast Effect Monster. So we've already had Tri-Brigade Kit, and we've already had Springans Kit, and now we have Tri-Brigade Springans Kit. That's silly. Very silly. All right, attack 1700, defense 1000, and she's so happy shooting away. Can use the first select card once per turn. If you control a Tri-Brigade or a Springans monster other than Tri-Brigade Springans Kit, you can special on this card from your hand. That's already pretty powerful for both Tri-Brigade and Springans. If this card, because Springans have this problem where they cannot do anything without their field spell, and Tri-Brigade has this problem where they just need a little bit more extension sometimes. They're like the extension, they're really good at cheating out link monsters, but sometimes you just need more link material on the field to hard make one, you know? And I think that's pretty good. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one of these from your graveyard, except for Tri-Brigade Springans Kit. Tri-Brigade monster, Springans monster, Fallen of Albaz, or a monster that mentions it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, this is a pretty strong card. But yeah, so this is being good for, especially, is really good. So, say you don't have access to the field spell, this lets you normal summon a Springans monster, special summon Tri-Brigade Springans Kit if you haven't drawn it, obviously. Just a general extender, and then you can make a rank 4, which can be this new one, or it could be the old one, which is pretty good as well. Yeah, and then they can rank up into Champion Sargas, which just gets you everything. So this is Gung Ho Springans. Rank 4 Fire Machine Ixies, 2500 attack. Damn. 1600 defense. As you might expect for such a high attack stat on a rank 4 monster, is a 2+ level 4 Springans monster, so it must be Springans monsters of material, not generic like the Merrymaker is for some reason. You can only use one of the first 6 extra cards per turn, and only once that turn. If this card is Ixie summoned or sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Springans Captain Sargas from your deck or graveyard. Okay, yeah. That seems pretty powerful just on its own. You can detach 2 materials from this card, add to your hand, or special summon one of these from your deck. Springans monster, Therian monster, Fallen of Albaz, or a monster that mentions it. Is special summoning a Therian monster worth it? I guess, right? Because you can get Therian King Regulus without having to use the Disco Coliseum. But he doesn't have the equip monster. I guess that doesn't really matter, right? Because when you're the original way you were using Therian King Regulus was by having him equip like a Springans card, and then he's just here, and he has to tribute himself or send himself to negate. This way, he's just doing that without having to like search with the Coliseum. No, I think this is good. Yeah, no, I think that's perfectly fine. We'll just get cut out the Disco middleman, and you like you only are doing that when you can't when you've already drawn into Tally Ho, right? Because you need Tally Ho more than you need the Therian, and so this lets you just you go Gung Ho Spriggans, you summon Captain Sargas, you detach 2 to make to summon Therian King Regulus, then you rank up into Champ Search, Tally-Ho, off to the races. Although you don't have much to detach in that case. But the Springans can reattach themselves, so maybe you're just doing some reattaches, and then doing Tally-Ho to summon them back. I don't know. You probably want to actually like attach the Sargas because it clears up your zones a bit more. Definitely summon this to your guys to the extra monster zone so that you have more room to summon your guys. These seem crazy. Springans already feels really good in Genesis format, so I'm imagining these are going to make Springans very powerful in Genesis. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do in Genesis. And the same thing with the Magnet Warriors. I think both of these look very powerful, And even if they're not good for main format quite yet, they look very promising in Genesis format. And I'm really excited about that because I love Genesis format. I love Genesis format. All right, I'm excited about these. I don't know Yura is excited about these Springans cards. That's he's going crazy about them. So I think these are quite interesting. All right, I think that's all I got to say about them though. They're very interesting. Looks the Tri-Brigade, the Springans cards are just like what Springans needs. I think Kit is actually worth playing in Tri-Brigade because it's another name and it's also just a free extender. And I think the Magnet Warrior stuff is really interesting, and I'm excited to see what people do with that. I hope someone can make a non-fragile version of the deck, and I think it's possible. I think it is possible, potentially, to make something pretty playable out of it, but we'll see. I've got more cards to look at, though, and they're going to be in another video because they need to have their own spotlight. So I'll head out for now. Let me know what you think of these cards down below. I want to know what you think about the Springans cards and the Magnet Warrior cards. I want to know what you think. So let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment and maybe shared the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons, Ko-fi subscribers, and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by in these credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity, among other benefits. In particular, I'd like to thank Jeremy Coatney, Frog Prince Michael, Fleakill, Haru Hayes, the Almighty Ferret Lord, Fire Mizumi, Beastman, Bryn, and Beelzis. A big thanks to all my patrons and to my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.